Hey there, my name is Chris Plouffe, MSP sales trainer and engineer here at Nerdio. I used to own my own MSP, sold it, and now I get to educate other MSPs on how to be modern and successful. In today's video, I want to show you how to manage and push apps via our unified application management system inside of Nerdio Manager for MSP. And by doing so, we want to help you easily manage and install apps across your client base. Let's get started. Nowadays, MSPs manage apps by putting them on local servers, using their RMM, or running it manually from a URL. And then once installed, there's no effort to keep up with them, and no continued upgrade or update policy. So it really leaves you no way to do it easily. And so we know it can be hard to install apps on these devices, both physically and virtual, especially without any third-party tools or manual tech hours, or having your team spending a ton of time on this. Because of what we've heard from our partners, we saw they need to be able to push any application to any device in an agentless fashion. We saw the need that as new software updates get released from the vendor, to be able to auto-update these apps for physical, virtual, iOS, Android, even servers is a really difficult task. And so again, we came up with unified app management. And so we wanted to build a solution to offer MSPs the ability to build out a catalog of apps across different sources that can be targeted to different clients in different ways. We wanted to just make it easier. So we built this solution on top of an existing Windows package manager called Winget. And this allows to pull from multiple different repositories like Microsoft Store, the public Winget community, and even your own private repository. If you're not familiar with Winget, it's built into Windows and it allows you to view current app versions, app upgrades that are available, and will even run the upgrades of these apps for you, which is really, really cool. Now let's look at some examples inside our portal. So let me just share my screen here. All right, now I have my screen shared. Let's look at some examples. You can see applications here on the left where it says beta. This will be coming soon. You can access the applications from the MSP or global view that we just pulled up here, or you can actually go inside a customer and manage the applications in there. You can also create deployment policies, just like we have with our conditional access and other types of Intune policies. So you can actually add a policy, you can name it, you can pick the target, so it can be a physical or virtual device. It can be servers, Intune, personal ABD, and then you can actually go and select the applications from whatever repository you're going to use. So you can say, we're going to do 7-zip, Google Chrome, and then you can actually push this out to your client, even with reboots, without different types of settings, even create a maintenance window, set your host in drain mode, and it really is neat to be able to push this out to your customer in a group. So we're not going to save that. And I'm going to go back here into applications, and it's just going to show us the repositories that we can pull from. So we can now actually pull from the iOS store, which is neat for Macs. We got Microsoft Store, private repo that we created that you could actually do yourself, and then the Windows Package Manager community, which is the Winget community. And so you can see inside of here, there's most apps that you would need. And you can favorite them with the little star here or not. And then you can go in and look at the properties. So the neat thing about these applications is you can assign them or deploy them. Assigning them will go check in and stay up to date, where a deploy will just happen one time and do it now. And although our portal checks in every 15 minutes, it's really going to depend on how your Intune device is enrolled, on how quick Intune will check in to get the devices deployed. Now, the coolest thing about this entire setup that we have is that these apps can be deployed to images as well as hosts inside of ABD, as well as physical endpoints, servers, and even mobile devices. Okay, let's go back into the client section. We're going to pull up applications. Here's the unified catalog, just like we saw in the global view. We can deploy at one time, or we can create a deployment policy here. And so let's just look at one that we have set up already. As you can see, here are the targets. Here are a bunch of applications, and those will get pushed out and updated in an ongoing way. You can actually come in here and see the deployment status. You can see the version levels if it's pushed out. A lot of great information here. And this is all helpful in managing your applications. All right, now that you know how to manage and install apps in an easy way with Nerdio Manager for MSP, I want to thank you for watching and remind you to check out more demos on our YouTube channel and go to our help site, nmmhelp.getnerdio.com, or reach out to us directly for any kind of demos or questions at getnerdio.com. Thank you.